No! Hello everyone, Tango Del Flamingo here, and I am joined by my good friend,
Emerald.
Now, we're here today to bring you a review over Yuri on Ice, this guy's favorite anime,
Currently.
and my currently reviewing, so he's the expert here, I'm just here watching it piece by piece. And over there, right here,
Just ignore him.
is Mitchell. He's going to be staring at you as the awkward guy for a moment.
So, brief, just like off-topic subject. You know how you were talking to me about the color guard anime that might be a thing?
Yes.
How is it they aren't making that a thing now, but they have a bird anime?
We're not going to go into... Okay, guys. He's in guard. He's very upset that they don't have an anime yet. Because we all know there's sports animes, and you think he's upset because if they don't get one, it's going to mean they don't recognize it as a sport.
I'll come back there.
Now, let's get on to the review. Now, we start off this whole thing with our friend, our main character, our...
Yuri Plisetsky.
Yes.
Our pork cutlet bowl. You'll find out about that
Yuri
later.
on Ice fans who know what we're talking about. There you go. Now, it starts off very bad. Kind of smacks you in the face with what's going on in his situation in life. Let's get it out there. They kick you in the face with, oh, by the way, he gets last in his Grand Prix regional.
Grand Prix final.
And as well as his dog dies.
Cries.
It's like they show it like he's very disappointed over his loss and over the fact that his dog dies. He cries to his mother, I believe.
Yeah, he gets on the phone to his mother, and then he's like, oh, you saw it, and then she's like, yeah, I saw it, and then he's like, I'm gonna die, and then he starts crying because then he's like, oh wait.
It's like you failing that test that your parents were really hyped for you to pass. You
and
were
like, you
hyped,
had it in the bag, you had everything studied,
and then you just
and
failed.
then your girlfriend dumps you.
Your dog dies. You failed the test. It's a bad situation. It kind of relates for those guys who've been there, who they've gone through something bad and something worse happens. And
yeah,
it's really bad. You've all been there. We've all been there. It's very bad. But we get on to him wanting to retire. Like, he's retiring.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't want that. He watches the first episode every time. And every time he's just all like, don't retire, man. Don't
do it. No. Everyone's like, don't.
We do meet two more characters who are going to be important in the story later on.
Viktor Nikiforov and Yuri Kutsky.
Yes, and the two Yuris meeting is kind of hilarious. Like, he's in the bathroom, and
he basically kicks the door open and insults him and is like, look, I'm going to be in the Grand Prix finals next year, so you might as well retire because I'm going to beat you anyway.
It's kind of like that. It's like that one guy in high school that is technically saying, I'm the best out of all of you. Just walk out the door.
Yeah.
And most importantly, we kind of get that he treats Yuri kind of treats the other Yuri, not the one who just lost his everything.
Yeah, Yuri Kutsky.
Yeah.
Yuri K and
he kind of disrespects a lot of people who are older than him, very badly, and it's shown through a little bit in this first episode, kind of in this second episode.
He between the first 2.5 episodes, it really shows. There's one whole episode where there's a big chunk of it where it just shows him being really disrespectful and how he looks up to Viktor, but at the same time, because he wants to beat Viktor, but he also is the only thing he can look up to because they're both from the same place, and they practice at the same place, and so then he's like, well, I can beat the other Yuri, but I also want to beat Viktor, but I gotta look up to him, so he kind of has to be mean to everyone else because there's nothing else for him to do. He's kind of like that middle child.
In main respect, for you guys that have ever watched Kuroko no Basket, it's the same thing with Kagami and Kuroko and their whole trying to beat the other basketball team. And I'm sorry, I'm going to be getting that review later on today, but back to our actual review. We get a time skip of about 5 years.
So he kind of briefly goes over that. There's the part where you see in the beginning of the anime. Then there's a small 4-year skip, and then there's a part where you see again that he's 1 year later, and that's him getting back home, and then he's like, after the 4 years, I did this, this, and this, and I failed this, so I'm back home to retire. So he kind of just briefly goes over that and explains it in the anime. So now he's finally home.
Everyone's happy to see him. Like, I think it was his manager?
No, his aunt or something comes and sees him. I can't remember who
She gets
how
upset.
she's related.
By the way,
she's a drunk.
He'll be able to tell you that I get really upset with certain animations when they'll go from...
So, with this anime, it's known for going between chibi style to regular anime, kind of Bleach-esque animated style. And so when they do certain illustrations between scenes, they will go from being that big, plumpy kind of anime
This
style
dude goes from...
slender,
This dude goes from
buff
okay,
and
so
bronze.
not buff and bronze. This dude goes from slightly hefty to like Greek goddess god skinny. Like it's like he drank Slim Fast and then ate a burger at the same time.
Yeah, pretty much.
And he gets mad at me when I'm pointing that out every time because he's just like, pay attention to the story. I'm like, I am. It's just hard.
It's really hard for him because anytime we watch it, he's
big
like...
thing. He decides to get back in shape and he runs or
So he
jogs.
Yeah, jogs. Yeah,
Jogs
jogs the best
and
word.
goes to the ice skating ring where his old childhood friend works at. We get a little bit of flashback between their
between them and
relationship.
how he was like really good friends with her, but they were also like the biggest fans of Victor, and so that's kind of a short flashback.
This dude like drops like 20 pounds on that jog apparently, and when he gets there, he shows a dance he's been working. Well, a figure skating.
Over the 4 years, he was doing this figure skating dance that was replicating of Victor's, and it was an exact match.
Now, I can praise this anime for beautiful animation when it comes to ice skating. Like ice skating, if you like took the animation and you took an actual ice skater, you put those things neck to neck, it's beautiful.
Because it's hard to do, especially with those skinny blades, getting the two-dimension shapes right, plus the arm movements of all the framing of the body.
As a guard member, he appreciated everything they did down to the detail, as did I, but he has more of a inner heart with this.
Yeah, and the biggest thing with like animation between dancing is like the hardest thing I think for an animator to do is getting it to where the proportions are right, especially when you have a moment where there's a hand in front of the face that you don't elongate the face to make it in full view.
Let's let you all guys know, these animators go through days with this.
Yeah.
That one animation could have taken like a week, 2 weeks. And it would have been so horrible for them. That's why
he gives high praise to
I give high praise to them for that. And most importantly, guys, one thing I could say about this whole episode in particular that it lays foundations on what you're going to see with the characters in the first episode, also in the second episode. Mm-hmm. It's kind of just building you up.
It builds you up, and then it sets you up from like the second episode, because after the second episode, that's when Victor, in the second episode, we're just going to do a brief skim. The second episode, Victor kind of comes into Yuri Plisetsky's life, and
by the way, his family owns a hot spring.
Yeah, and they're on this big castle. So he comes in. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna be your new coach."
It's hilarious because the way it happens is we won't watch the animes where they kind of reverse this. How the guy walks in the girls' shower room and sees like a girl and her top falls off. It's but reversed. Mm-hmm. But it's like with a dude. So he gets up and Yuri just gets he dies.
So
you can ask him. He's in love with this anime. If he was wearing his shirt right now for this review, so if you all ever see me in my Tokyo Ghoul shirt, I take very good care of this shirt because I love it.
Next review. Next review,
he'll show up for this. Like, when we give you the whole episode 2 and everything, this guy will actually know what's going on because he's never watched.
Yeah, I'm going to get him into it, so he'll come and help us. Ew. Stop it. Why?
We can't wait to get you guys. But, by the way, subscribe to this kid's channel if you like makeup. If you like anything related to vlogs at all, he has a second channel too. Vlogs, gaming.
Yeah, I'm gonna do vlogs on my Emerald Gemmerald channel. I'm going to do vlogs, different types of challenge videos, and I don't think I'll be doing gaming anytime soon. I wanted to do that, but like there's
a lot of stuff we have to get for this. You guys have to understand that
we're both trying to
like we're both trying to do game. Like this is a tablet, fam. This is like as Dollar General as you get.
We're using sunlight, a tablet, and a TV right now.
Like if we had like the actual gaming material, you'd see us dropping videos
daily.
On the daily.
Yeah, like every three days a week.
Now, one thing we can say is that we will bring out these Yuri on Ice videos
very soon.
Like, subscribe to both of our channels, and at the end of the day, keep living, keep loving, and overall, enjoy yourself. Have a nice day, guys.